Hey everyone, it's UCLA here doing some rush war hits. So yeah, this is my go-to setup here. I just got done with the tune of Ariel, so I got well, it's at 89. I'm missing a scope, but it's good enough for war, and I like that it can resist the Bernie painting. So I've got the Musketeers, I've got a Ghost, and I've got the Healer. So you will see this setup quite a bit actually. So it works really good versus things that hit hard. So I got my blues. This makes it very easy. Um, got my purples too. I don't care if Milady hits me. She just will kill the Bernie. That's all she did right there, and turn my ghost. So that's nice. And then here we go. This one went pretty easy for me. So yep. One down. I'm honestly, I'm not really a huge fan of Rush. I yeah, it's stressful. Like, you've got to get the 3 tiles, but I mean the 6 tiles, but with ghosts and musketeers it makes it a little bit more interesting. So here we go. We've got the same kind of setup, but I'm using Freewaru, and I use her because I only need 3 green tiles to get her special usually. But in this case, there are no greens on the board. So we're going to have to do a little bit of maneuvering on this one. I really like Freewaru because she will do the mana slow right away if I can get her to fire right away. Anyway, so here's my 3. I should get her. I've got my Aramis for protection, so now I'm happy. There's really nothing that can hurt me here now with Aramis going, and then Freewaru will slow the mana down, which is nice. And Limewire is not a big threat now that I've got protection, Aramis protection too, so we just let them hit me, and you can even turn me into a ghost, and that's fine too. I've got specials, so Milady's not a threat. She's actually a help because she's going to they do damage. The damage dealers do damage to themselves when they hit me, so now it's just a matter of killing that reviver, and all is good when you get your tiles before Bernie turns you into a painting. So lots and lots of fun. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna kill whatever that new thing is. And then we just got Limewire. So boom, boom, boom. Next. Alright, this is ready for Rush to be over. Next hit looks very familiar, doesn't it? Except I've got some greens on the board. I've got enough for Freewaru, but I mean, everything that I look at is a huge combo into Bernie. I didn't bring yellow, but this is definitely a yellow board. This is what makes Rush drive me crazy, is this kind of stuff right here. So, yeah, I need to get Freewaru's overheal and her mana slow on, so it buys me more time to get tiles, and I can set off the cat, and I can set off Bryn, because Bryn hits super hard and it will bounce that damage back, which is good. So here we go. We've got big combos, but at least I'm gonna get Freewaru, and then I've got tiles into Bryn, which is fine if Bryn fires. Even with Moth Dust, look at Freewaru go. She's my rock star of Rush right now. Rockstar of a lot of things. I usually really enjoy using her on most hits. So, here we go. We've got purples. We're going to set Bernie off. There's no avoiding it. We've got the cat to do some damage on them. Bernie will do a little bit. Cat also turned the ghost to ghost, which is nice. Kind of just want to set off the hitters at this point. Want to set off Bryn. The moth, it does quite a bit of damage, except she hit Friwaru. Out of all the ones you could hit, why'd you have to hit that one? You could hit the other ones. But we've got the ghost, and that's what he's there for. He's kind of a failsafe when all goes downhill here. So we can set off that cat again. That would be nice. Or, I mean, I've got the ghost. Hopefully the ghost hits the reviver. But Friwaru, again, all-star of this hit because the reviver has the mana slow on it, which actually produces while they're in painting each turn, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if it's meant to do that, but it sure does. But I'm not going to argue with it. It stopped her from going off and me getting my special, so all is good. Here we go. Third hit is a success. Musketeers and ghosts in Friwaru or Attune was pretty consistent this rush war. This team was a little bit harder than our last team. They had a lot of scoundrels. So my last three teams, I go for a setup kind of like this, where I've got immunity plus taunt. So if I get Gazelle and Broseph, they can cleanse, and then I can just finish the deal with Bernadette or something like that. So here we go. We're gonna get our yellows, we're gonna get our greens, and we're gonna get our blues. Just in one nice little swoop. Bernadette fires, it hits the taunt to dispel the taunt, but it does not dispel the alpha immunity. So I've got Broseph and Gazelle and my specials now. So now they must pay. I can also get Bernie here too, which is nice. So yeah, this is the setup that works really well. Not so good against scoundrels, and that's where we came into some difficulties. Do have a scoundrel of my own, but I was running out of targets, so my next target will have to be a scoundrel, which maybe it's my impatientness. I wanted to get my hits in, and we just deal with it. So here we go. This one doesn't have a scoundrel. I just need to... That ghost hitting Gazelle kind of stinks, because that was quite a bit of damage on the old hero. You could pair demons with astral demons with Gazelle, so if she dies while you're dancing, the mana doesn't go away. Like you see right here, I just lost my Bernie. I wanted to save her because they were in portrait, but Gazelle kind of screwed me there. That's alright, we'll keep going. Another thing, I actually don't mind hitting Astrids. Like, people put in Astrid to counter the dance. I'm not, like, you can use Astrid. I don't actually want to really dance. She's there just to clear it the one time if Bernie fires, because you get one unnecessary combo or unlucky combo and your Bernie goes off and your whole team is no more. So once you get turned into that painting, it's hard to recover. So Gazelle is there. She served her purpose, but yeah, sometimes it's okay if she stops dancing after a turn because she can steal. Once she dies, she takes your mana away. Unless you pair her with the right heroes, but I paired her with this. So, Virgin, you're no more. Alright, we've got 2 more, but there's nothing but scoundrels left, so I decided to take my lane to this one because if the scoundrel steals the taunt, I can steal it back. So, I've got the same setup. I've got Broseph and Gazelle. I've got blues, which is nice. I've got reds, which is great. So just need to set off Bernie. She's got moth dust, which stinks now. So I decided to go for blues because she's got the moth dust. I'm in hiding. What I should have done is I should have just set off Bernie right there while I still had taunt. Because now I don't have taunt. So that was my... I didn't see the moth dust is what I'm assuming, because I'm like, oh, I can get Bernie, and then that did not happen, and now I'm like, I have no blues on the board. If I get a little bit of blues, maybe it could, if I get a blue to come up there, maybe I can kill Bernie. But yeah, this is the struggle that Bernie does. I didn't get the kill, so what do we do? Welcome to Rush Wars. They're not fun for me. So, just make the move and hope a blue comes up. But the moth dust was unfortunate. Like, that's pesky moth dust costing me this one. Because Bernie's gonna fire, and boom, there's no blue still. So, yeah, this is gonna hurt. And I used all my musketeers. Lane's, oh, and that cat steals mana. Well, reduces the mana, but it's not a big deal. I'm in portrait now, so I want to kill the tank at least, but I don't have blues, which is the problem. Albrecht will heal. I don't know why Bernie didn't get any fiends on her. There, she's got a fiend. Can't heal with fiends, so at least I got that going for me. But yeah, this hurts. That hurts. And then you just never get out of Paintsville. So, there's no one dead, so I just keep going. I don't know why. Why do I keep going? It is what it is. There's a blue match under there. I've got Gazelle out of her thing, but it doesn't really help. Yeah, Bernie's just all maxed up there. Oof. Yeah. Bryn's gonna completely demolish me. We're just keep going. La 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 la. Just put an end to me. Here it is. Yeah, I should have set Bernie off while I had taunt. Alright, we've got the same setup here. Last hit. We've got taunt with the 3 immune plus Bernadette, and Broseph can cleanse. So, we've got a lot of purple. We've got some blue. If I set Bernie off, I can have 3 immune, so I would need the blue and the green. Green would be nice to cleanse. The Bryn is the problem here. The Bryn is... I pushed this team on this because I was hoping for blues or reds or 3 before burning fires. And here I got the greens to get Broseph. I just need to make burning fire. She hits the taunt, and then Broseph actually got his immunity stolen already, so that sucks. Bernie has moth dust. My Bernie has moth dust. This was just doomed. And then the taunt just got stolen. So, like, the taunt gets stolen right after I make my move and before the Bernie. So that's really frustrating. Hindsight is I probably need to focus some on tunes, because this whole trying to get a bypass the scoundrel it doesn't really work, and if everybody's going to use scoundrels and that's all I can hit, I mean, it's not going to work well for me. So if I have tunes, I don't need a taunt. They can withstand that moth dust too. So I have Hall Winter, but then I mean you got the immunity stolen from Bryn, and I can't mute Dan Crag, which makes him very, very good, so that's tough. At this point, I'm just hoping that Bryn reflects back and hurts the team, but it's kind of a loss. It's a lost cause, guys. We started off so well. Yeah, Rush will do that to you. So overall, I am happy it's over. Terror will be next, so that's always a fun one. Insanity Wars, yay! And we've got Dan Craig firing, we've got Bryn firing, we've got the Moth firing. I've got my little taunt. I'm like, what? Might as well make the ghost fire too. Why not? Since we're at it, let's have Bernadette fire too. I don't know how this happens here. Like, how did Bernadette get the taunt? Does Bryn steal a buff and then distribute it? I don't have Bryn, but I'm guessing that's what happened. She hit the taunt and then took it and gave it to Bernadette. So Bernadette has taunt now. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you have taunt? And I wanted everybody to hit the riposte. Yeah, I did not enough damage. I mean, there's nothing I can really do here. If I do the blues, I'm just gonna heal, which I probably shouldn't do anyway. Everybody gets painted. Yeah, should just flee. Should have fled, though it doesn't really matter. Just kill me. I just needed to give Dan Craig a little extra health. Oops. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll get you next time.